Good afternoon, everyone. I just wanted to chime in today to bring you all an update on my progress. Excuse the boxes in my background, as I told y'all before, maybe from my prior videos. I am trying to move, and I've been packed like for months. So for months, we've been pretty much living out of boxes, like seriously, like dishes, everything. So we've been buying paperware, plasticware, because everything is packed up. And I've been speaking that into existence for months now. So hopefully the Lord will hear my cries and my pleas and get us up out of here after the new year. Because it don't make sense to try to move now with Christmas and everything around the corner. So January though, that is my focus. I'm really finna focus on full throttle into moving because I want to get up out of here and I'm tired of living out of these boxes. So I've been packed for months. So y'all just have to excuse the boxes in my background. My house is clean. I've just been living out of boxes and everything was kind of packed and stacked up. So, but I still have my Christmas decorations up. Let's see if y'all can see some of them. Let's see. So, well, excuse the Bobby bread because I'm cooking today. But yeah, I still have my Christmas candles and Christmas decorations. So all that, nothing has changed as far as me decorating. I just, have boxes stacked up in pretty much all the rooms and totes and everything. But it's neat and it's clean. So anyway, I wanted to. Why is this thing going really fast? I don't know. Okay, so excuse me first of all too. My eyebrows are not beat today. So I'm looking outside at like where did all this snow just come from? Like, wow. I want to go let the dog in, but I don't feel like tussling with him. No, I mean literally, it's a tussle with him to get him in the house and then downstairs into the little room, the little area in the basement where we keep him, where his things are. It's a tussle with him, and I don't feel like fooling with him. I mean, he gonna chomp on me, and he just, I don't know, he just like he waits on me, like yeah, she coming, I'm about to get her. Like it's just a tussle. So, I mean, it's snowing though, and I don't even know where the snow just literally came from. Like it just really came down so abruptly just now. And I mean, I just sat down and finished the last of my little hot chocolate. This is the only time of year I drink hot chocolate anyway. I love hot chocolate. Pretty much in the winter time and mainly around the holidays. But the winter time though. I'm looking outside because it's still snowing, but it was just snowing like really, really bad. And that's the concern because my son just left in my car and he wears glasses, so he needs to be careful because now the roads are wet out there. It did lighten up some, but it's just like, where did this snow just come from? Like, it just abruptly came out of nowhere. And it's like, sprinkles, but it's enough to where it, put that glaze over the grass and on your cars and things like that. It's so weird. Anyway, so I'm off today. And basically, fiance told me I just need to relax. He says that on my off days, I always have a million and one things to do. In his mind, he thinks I find something to do all the time on my off days, but that's not true. It's just that when you're off, that's when you can try to go take care of everything you need to do during the week when you have to work. Or you try to do things before work, but you kind of don't want to because then you don't want to go to work already kind of semi-tired. Then you have to get in work mode for those 8, 9 hours, however long you're there. You know what I'm saying? So, and by me being in training, it's a lot that I'm taking in right now, and it's a little bit overwhelming. But I'm learning I like a challenge, and it is a challenge. So I mean, I'm getting it. I think I'm getting it, but I just want to get a grasp of it. So everything I'm kind of tiptoeing around because it's a lot of things that you have to learn and take in, especially when you're training in a position. When you're in a management position and you're training, it's a lot of things they just want you to just get it. And I like to, you might have to show me a few hands on and then I can get it. And that's cool because I like to be hands-on versus you just saying, this is how you do it, this is how you do it. No, walk me through this hands-on, and forgive me, you might have to do it another 2 or 3 times and then I can get it, you know, or less than that, but I have to be hands-on with me. So it's about 1:36 and I've been having a lot on my mind. The last time I chimed in, which was last week, I believe, I had went, yeah, it was the 30th. It was last week. So I had chimed in because I had went in for my scope, and then I had to be put to sleep and everything like that. So that's why I went ahead and made the video, because after that, you know, they had came in the room for me and they was, you know, pretty much took me out of there to take me into the surgery room. So I had to put this thing in my mouth because they stuck the scope down my throat, and my throat was hurting for like 2 days after that. It was like, especially that first day, it was like throbbing. And then the next day it was kind of hurting. So it hurted me for like about 2 days. So anyway, they had me like clamp down on this thing to hold my mouth open, of course, kind of like you would be at the dentist or something. Then they put it around me, and then they was like, you know, you're gonna be out in a minute. So they gave me the Be Cool medicine. That medicine is no joke. That's some powerful stuff. Like, I really thought, like, when I used to watch stuff on TV, how they're like, get you, know, like, especially on LMN, they known for sticking somebody with needles, knocking them out. I'm thinking, like, that stuff don't work that fast. Yes, it do. If it's the same stuff they used on me, that stuff works really fast. The last thing I remember, the man saying, you're going to feel a warm sensation. You might feel a little trickle in your throat. It's going to feel uncomfortable for a minute. And after that, that's all you're going to remember. And he was so right about that. That's all I remember. He shot the Be Cool medicine in me. I felt a warm sensation, a little just nasty feeling. I did feel it. I was nervous because it was just a lot going on. Everybody's kind of like waiting for me just to be like, go to sleep so they can do what they need to do. My doctor was waiting with his legs crossed like, okay, you know, we're ready. He like, okay, I'll see you, you know. And that's the last thing I remember, was looking at him, and then I was out of it. The next thing you know, I was waking up and recovering and coughing. I guess I was coming out of it, like I was coughing for some reason, coming out of it or whatever. And that was that. Throat was sore, things like that. They say, you know, gave me some Vernors and stuff like that. They said just drink some, you can go back to your regular diet, just drink liquids and, you know, kind of soft foods for the day because your throat is going to be sore. And it was. So that's how that went. So with that being said, my results were this. Actually, okay. Oh yeah. Okay. When I get off here, I have to call for my 1 week follow up because he told me to call in about a week or two to do a follow up. But I'm going to do spaghetti, and I need to bake this chicken because my son took it out the freezer the other day. Well, I took him out the freezer the other day, but then he said he wanted to make tacos. So he must have remembered when I said, well, just put it back in the freezer. So he did. He put it in the refrigerator. So now the chicken has totally unthawed. So I have to go ahead and make it. So it won't go bad. So I'm just gonna bake it. When I put the spaghetti in the oven, I will. Oops, sorry. Did I flip the screen? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Sorry, I didn't even flip the screen. I'm trying to turn this down because these strings was trying to. Sorry about that. These strings was trying to boil over. So anyway, so what was that? Okay. So when I get off here today, when I get off this video, actually, I'm going to call my doctor's office and make an appointment for a 1 week follow-up. And then I will let you all know as to what he says as far as moving forward. But they did find something, as I thought they would. So I now have a hernia. And I know from what I know from people that I've known who have hernias before, and I've been looking online, the symptoms of hernia, what causes hernias, things like that. It's a variety of things that could cause a hernia. It's different types of hernia. I don't know what type of hernia I have. I just know I now have one. I've never had a bladder infection, a hernia, or anything in a day in my adult life, in my kid life, my teenage life, or child life. So I'm very. It makes me very scared, and I'm thinking of a million things. What I did wrong, with this recovery of surgery. Maybe I went back to work too soon after surgery. Maybe I started working out too soon after surgery. I'm not sure. I really don't think it was any of those things because I was released to do that. I told my doctor what I did at work at the time, where I was at. I said, hey, I do a lot of lifting, a lot of tugging, a lot of pulling. And after I had when I first had the tummy tuck, I was only off for 4 weeks. I felt I should have been off a little longer, but I need to go back and get my money. I mean, although with that job, because I was there 2 years, I had all my benefits, so I was getting short-term disability checks every week, which they came, but it wasn't enough to live off of, if that makes sense. It was kind of like getting unemployment without the benefits of it, without the extra unemployment or something like that, if that makes sense. So it wasn't enough for me to live off of, put it like that. Now, had it been like, it's supposed to be like a majority of your percentage of your paychecks, but no, because I really wasn't, my paychecks wasn't all that. So they provided a roof over my head, and I was able to maintain. That was fine, but it wasn't enough for, they were giving me every week. It wasn't enough to maintain and live off of. So I was like, well, no, I need to go back to work and get my paper, get my coins. But at the same time, maybe I just felt like maybe I should have been off a little longer, maybe like at least about 6 weeks, but I was only gone 4 weeks. But per my doctor, he said I was good to go. Hey, you can go 100%, just take it easy, just know your limit, Okay, fine, that's what I did. So I'm thinking back to that time. Did I go back to work too fast? He said everything I've done, I was released to do it. When I started back working out, I asked my doctor, I said, hey, I work out a lot. When can I start back working out? He said, what type of workouts do you do? Do you lift weights and all that? I said, no, I don't do anything lifting weights. I said, I lift hand weights. I do aerobics, and I do a lot of abs and compresses. He said, okay, weight to ABC. I did that. Even though my trainer was on the fence about it, but I told her, I said, hey, I'm good to go. I'm released to come back to work and work out. She said, you sure? I'm like, yeah. So she was kind of on the fence about it too, because I was even texting her like, hey, what can I do? Can I do some bed exercises? Because I just don't want to lay here and not do anything. I want to work out. And she was like, no, you need to just focus on getting well. You can work out when you just get well. You work out. You're going to be okay. Your body's not going to turn into mush if you just don't work out. Because see, I don't want to go back to not working out, not staying fit or trying to stay toned. You have to work hard if you want to maintain a semi-cute shape or whatever you're trying to go for. I have body goals. I've been working out now for 2.5 years, and I'm not even at the goal where I want to be at yet as far as my body wise. And now with these incisions, me being cut on, I look like the Bride of Frankenstein, or Frankenstein himself. My face look like, not my face, Lord forgive me. My body looks like Chucky's face when when she sewed them back together. The bad Chucky. So it's just like, no, I'm not happy with that. So now I have to give me a nice tattoo to cover up this scar. And they're gonna have to obviously cut me again now, because I know from what I know with people that have hernias, you have to get those removed because it's not safe. Some people keep their hernias and they get bigger and bigger into where you look like you're pregnant or you have something growing out of your side or something. No, I don't want any of those things. So maybe that's why my stomach haven't went down the way it should, because I found now I have a hernia. So that's why I'm always in pain. It's like now it all makes sense. But again, oh, you're just healing. Like, I don't know what's going on with my body. Listen to me, please, what I'm saying. I'm in pain here. It's something else going on with my stomach. I work out too much and too hard when I do work out. Even if I don't go to the gym, I work out at home with her videos. So I do that and I go hard. Like she goes full throttle for that hour, half an hour, 45 minutes, however long you gonna work out. It's full throttle. It's no joke. So like when I say that, that's what I'm saying. And then before, when I was really determined to, when I first began my weight loss journey, I was working out 2-3 times a week because I was focused and determined. Now I haven't. I don't really fell off a lot. Like I don't think I worked out any last week. So now this is a new week. But I was doing my stretches and I was doing squats. I'm supposed to be doing this squat challenge for December, like 50 squats a day. I did good to do 5 days right now. But it's still early so I can get back on track. But it's supposed to be 50 squats a day for the month of December. So I have been doing those, but I haven't been working out. And not every day I haven't been doing them. Like today, I'm like, okay, I should have got up and worked out. I'm off today. But my body is saying something different. Like I really physically don't feel like it. I don't know if it's a mind thing or is it just the enemy just want me to feel down and be in this stupor and stay in this stupor to where I don't feel like working out, working on my body and everything like that. Because I don't want to be wearing a waist trainer next year. For real. I wanted my stomach to be pretty and flat. And I want to be able to wear my little cute crop tops and keep it moving. I always want to get my navel pierced. And that's what I want to get. That I always want to do it, but I want to have a flat stomach to get, do my navel pierced or a belly chain. I always wanted to do that. Wear a little belly chain. Okay. My son just pulled back up. He in my car, so I was a little concerned. Yeah. I need a Christmas cup too for my job. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off here because I was sitting at the table and he's about to get ready to come in here. So I will chime in once I call today and get my appointment. I will chime in to let you guys know moving forward what's going on and what my thoughts really are on all of this. So that's just my 2 cents. Peace out.